Hello and welcome into another edition of Cooling Down on the Birds Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Sammy Miller, alongside your broadcasters, Ian Nicholas and Dylan Pescatore. And this was a tough loss tonight for the Firebirds. It came down to the very final out. The Firebirds ended up losing 6-5 against the Cotuit Kettleers. And guys, it was a heartbreaking game. Also, Dylan Jacobs went down. He got hit in the right ankle while he was on the bump, and he cannot put any weight on it. So we'll be giving you updates as we get them. But Ian, before the injury, he went 4 1/3 innings with 3 strikeouts. What'd you see from him?
Hey, it looked like the same pitcher that we saw here a couple weeks ago when Orleans also lost to Cotuit in a bit of a game that wasn't as competitive. But Jacobs did everything he could tonight to keep his team in the ballgame. And it was scoreless early on because he was getting quick outs, and his fastball was just getting strike calls. Really well located, getting ahead in counts, getting a lot of weak contact. Dylan Jacobs looked like the pitcher that he was pretty much all summer, outside of the fact that he had a bit of a tough game against Hyannis. So we wish him nothing but the best. I mean, you come out here to improve, and injuries is the last thing you ever want to see in a developmental league. So we hope he's all right. And if this is the last time we see Dylan Jacobs out on the mound, heck of a summer. You're going to go back to Stetson, a really improved player, and hopefully we do see him back.
And man, these guys absolutely love him in the dugout. Everyone was huddled around him. So like Ian said, our thoughts and prayers are with Dylan. And one part of their game that was definitely improved tonight was their offense. They had 10 hits and 5 runs. Dylan, what'd you see from the offense tonight?
I saw an offense that was improved but can definitely get to the next step. 10 hits, but they left 10 runners on base. 12 runners left on base yesterday, 10 left on base today. Against Cotuit, you're going to have to put up big numbers on offense, especially with how good their lineup is. And it just wasn't enough today. Cotuit actually gave them a few runs with errors by Josh Pine on the Oyama triple, then he scored at home. They tied the game on an error. Eddie Micheletti came home. But when you get those gifts from a great team like Cotuit, you have to take advantage and also have the offense come through. They left the bases loaded in the second. That was another big play. They left 2 on in the third, 10 overall. Can't be a recipe for winning.
And once again, these Cotuit Kettleers love hitting grand slams against the Firebirds. They hit one in the 5th inning. But the thing about the Firebirds is they're never going to give up. They fought back. So, Ian, what'd you see from that fight tonight?
Yeah, first of all, thank goodness Ryan Galini is going to get drafted, right? This guy's got to get out of here. He's too good for the league, and he's really good. He's at his best when he plays Orleans. Each of the last 2 games, he's had a grand slam against the Birds. But this time around, different from that last time, this team fought back. I mean, they erased that deficit in just 2 innings. 3 of those runs coming in the half inning after, which just shows you, one, I think these guys are probably playing with a little bit more passion. I think they play with passion all the time. But, your starting pitcher goes down with an injury, a guy that's really likable, you want to rally back. And the bottom of the order was excellent. I mean, Colin Tuff, 2 doubles tonight. Joe Oyama with an RBI ground out. I mean, he's always going to do his thing. This group just looked really good. So I understand Dylan mentioned the stat, back-to-back nights, you leave multiple double-digit base runners stranded. That's not what you want to see. But still a good night for the offense overall. 1 through 9, this lineup looked as good as it's been, I think, all season long.
Now, Dylan, they're heading back home to Eldridge Park tomorrow, so what is the key to snap this losing streak?
Well, they play YD tomorrow, and the Firebirds have played really good against the Red Sox this season. It's all about attacking the other team's lineup. I think that a few more free passes can get them into trouble. They have to attack their hitters, continue to play good defense. It mostly was really good tonight. Only 1 error for the Firebirds tonight, and then get the big hit on offense. I think they were just missing that right there tonight. They get that big hit. If you get like a Galeni grand slam, they got the big hit. Firebirds need that big hit to get a win.
Like Dylan said, the Firebirds are right there, and we'll see if they're able to get it done tomorrow at Eldridge Park. We'll see you guys there.